What's up, guys? WWE Fan Talk Show here, doing my predictions outside today. Hopefully we get some people watching on here, get some numbers on here, and then we'll start our predictions. What's up, Hamad Al-Mahdi? Ricky Rivas, good to see you again. Jason Hernandez. Figure Wars. Got my coffee. Creepy Stories with Vibhu Mohan. Hope I said that right. What's up, guys? We're doing WrestleMania 36 predictions live today. Now, the only belt I brought out with me is the most important one on the show, the WWE Championship. Seems like the most built-up title match on the show, so I'm pretty pumped for that. Mr. Reactor Zone, what's up, man? All right, we're going to start off with some predictions. Have them on a list right here. All right, so WrestleMania 36, as you guys know. Oh, there's no sound? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Comment if you guys can hear me. I want to know so I can... Okay, cool. We good to go. WrestleMania 36 predictions. As you guys know, it's going to be at the Performance Center. So if there's any barking dogs or cars driving by, I'm doing my predictions outside today because my family's busy in the house today. So, yeah. Starting off with the first match. I'm not sure if there's technically a pre-show or not. Anyways, we have Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. The War for Mandy Rose. I think Otis is going to pick up the win here. I think it's pretty predictable. I don't think that they're going to move on with the whole Mandy-Dolph Ziggler thing. I think that was just temporary for the storyline. Who knows what this could have turned out like at the actual stadium show for WrestleMania. It would have been much better. But I'm going to predict Otis for this one. I think Otis is going to win. I don't know if he's going to... I think what would be better is if instead of having Mandy at the end, maybe Mandy tries to get his attention. Is like, oh, you won, and tries to smooch up to him because he won. And he pushes her away and is like, nope, I'm better than you. I don't need you. That would be great. And then Otis rises up, and that would be great. But yeah, my prediction is Otis. Moving on, we have another singles match for no title. Elias versus King Corbin. Now, this is a match I don't really necessarily care for. It's probably a match I'm not even going to really watch. I'm going to go for Elias on this one. I think King Corbin's gotten a ton of wins over like Roman Reigns and a bunch of other superstars, and Elias hasn't really done anything important or amazing yet, so I think it would be great if he got a WrestleMania win here. So I'm going to go with Elias on this one. I think maybe it'll either be a roll-up pin or maybe he just hits his finisher and that's it on King Corbin, which I think should happen. I think he should just beat him clean. But yeah, my prediction is Elias. Moving on, we have Aleister Black versus... Come on, Brock. If you hear a dog barking, that's my dog, Brock, a.k.a. Brock Lesnar. He's a pit bull, so he makes a lot of weird noises. Anyways, Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. Nothing's on the line in this match. I'm going to go with Aleister Black. I think this match should just end in a black mass or something like that. Oh, here's what would be great. They should just mimic the whole Sheamus, Daniel Bryan thing. They should just have Bobby Lashley kiss Lana, turns around, black mass, 1, 2, 3. That's all I want to get out of that match, to be honest. I'm not a huge Bobby Lashley fan. If they pushed him the right way, I would. All right, so we got that out of the way. Now we have the Women's Tag Team Championship match, which is pretty interesting. I'm actually kind of excited for this one. We have the Kabuki Warriors against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Now, I really want to see Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross take those tag belts again because the Kabuki Warriors, in my opinion, have been trash tag team champions. And I think that Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross bring some excitement to it, so hopefully they win. That's my prediction. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross to become 2-time Women's Tag Team Champions. Next up, we have an exciting match. Now, I'm not sure if this is actually going to happen or not because I heard that The Miz is sick. So, I'm not sure. WWE's not telling us everything. Miz and Morrison, current Smackdown Tag Team Champions, versus the New Day, versus the Usos in a ladder match. Now, something I really wanted this WrestleMania was a ladder match, and we are getting it, so hopefully we still get it. So, yeah, I'm going to pick, I don't know. I mean, I don't really think Miz and Morrison are going to retain here. I don't really think the New Day is going to become tag champs again. So I'm going to go with, oh my God. Never mind. Sorry, I got distracted. My cats are freaking fighting, and never mind. Anyways, sorry. The Miz and Morrison versus the New Day versus the Usos. I'm going to go with the Usos on here. I think the original plan was to have Roman Reigns and the Usos Roman becoming Universal Champion and the Usos becoming SmackDown Tag Champs, so they could be, you know, all champions. That would be great. But sadly, that ain't going to happen. I do think the Usos are going to pick up the win here and then be there for Roman when he eventually wins the Universal Championship down the line. But I don't really see the Miz and Morrison winning the titles here. So I'm going to go with the Usos to become new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So yeah, that's my prediction. Usos to become Tag Team Champions. Next up, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship match. We have the Street Profits versus what was going to be Andrade and Angel Garza is now going to be Austin Theory and Angel Garza, which leads me to say Street Profits to retain. I was going to say Andrade and Angel Garza, but so I'm reading some of your comments. You got sound now? I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. I was going to pick Andrade and Angel Garza, but because Andrade's not wrestling now, I'm going to pick Street Profits. Austin Theory. I know who Austin Theory is, but it's so random how he's just thrown into a tag match for the tag belts. Like, there's no way he's going to win unless they form a stable. Crap. Sorry, there's a freaking wind. But yeah, I'm going to go with Street Profits to retain the Raw Tag Team Championships. Yeah, I was really excited for this match for Andrade and Angel Garza. I was looking for a United States Championship match at Mania, like a Fatal 4-Way with Angel Garza, Humberto, Rey Mysterio, Andrade, but that's not happening. So I'm going to pick Street Profits to retain the Raw Tag Team Championship. Then we have an exciting match. We have Sami Zayn versus my favorite wrestler of all time, Daniel Bryan, for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, there's a lot of mixed predictions on this one. I've talked to a lot of people, gotten a lot of feedback, and I seriously am so mixed up. I can't decide. I mean, I want Daniel Bryan to win this match. Who do you? It's all the way out there. I was looking forward to, I want Daniel Bryan to win this match. But there's a lot of people saying that Sami Zayn just became champion, so it makes no sense for him to lose the title. But at the same time, Braun Strowman only defended the Intercontinental title once. So who's to say that Sami Zayn's not going to defend it once and then lose it to Bryan in the end? Which I think is going to happen. I think that Daniel Bryan's going to become an Intercontinental Champion. I think that they're going to try and do everything possible to make up for being in the Performance Center and not in the stadium. So I think they're going to try and give us everything that we want. So I think they're going to try and make the fans happy and give them Daniel Bryan as their Intercontinental Champion. Maybe he loses it down the line, but I think a huge Daniel Bryan WrestleMania win is necessary. He lost last year. I think he needs to win again. Screw Sami Zayn. I like Sami Zayn, but like, right now, he's not like a legit wrestler. He's wearing like freaking army pants and comes out and gets his butt kicked. So, Daniel Bryan for the win, hopefully. That's my prediction. Next up, we have another match. I am excited for this match. I know it sounds boring, and we've seen it before, but this feud has been building up since like late December. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins has said that WrestleMania is like his show, pretty much. That he always wins at WrestleMania. He's won the WWE title at WrestleMania. He's won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. He's won the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. He's gotten huge wins over Triple H and just so many great. I mean, with the Shield, I mean, he has so many great moments at WrestleMania. The only time he's ever lost at Mania was against Randy Orton, but then he picked up a win that same night. So technically, he's won at every single WrestleMania. But, you know, I don't know. At the same time, I think Kevin Owens is going to win here, which I don't mind. I mean, Seth Rollins has gotten so many wins. I think it would be great if Seth Rollins went on this WrestleMania streak, which he has been lately. But I think Kevin Owens is going to pick up the win here. It makes the most sense. It wouldn't make sense for Seth to win and end this rivalry. I think Kevin Owens should win here. Maybe go into a feud with Andrade for the U.S. title, pushing Kevin Owens as a babyface, which I think is a great idea. I heard Seth Rollins is taking some time off after this, and then eventually going on to be Drew McIntyre's first guy to feud with, first contender for the WWE title, maybe SummerSlam. That's what I heard. But I'm going to go with Kevin Owens to beat Seth Rollins in this match. The Rock might face Goldberg. That would be freaking insane. I would jump out of my seat and I would go flying through my roof. WWE Fan Talker to Odom. There is your shout out. Tyson Prouty. Trevor should be in more videos. Well, Trevor's busy right now, so I don't think he really wants to be in the videos right now. Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. That would be sick. All right. I'm going to go back to the predictions. Next up, we have a Boneyard match. Now, I'm really interested in this match. Now, I've heard speculation on what this match is, and I've heard what this match is, but I don't think anybody's really 100% sure yet what this match actually is. So, a Boneyard match, I think, is a no-holds-barred match, and I think it might be in a graveyard. I'm not sure. Maybe a Buried Alive match. I would prefer it to be a Buried Alive match. I think that would be freaking great. They could definitely do that. Maybe, I don't know. I can't see AJ Styles fighting in his gear in a graveyard. If anything, I see like AJ wearing like boots and like pants and them not even wearing wrestling gear and they just brawl, which kind of sucks because I was really looking forward to like an all-out WrestleMania match. But yeah, Charles Williams, it is a Buried Alive match. Hopefully it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Hopefully, if it is a Buried Alive match, hopefully it's actually at the Performance Center or at another location where they can wrestle. Either way, I'm still looking forward to this match. I've heard a lot of speculation that it's going to be AJ Styles. Gosh, my hair. I heard a lot of speculation that it could be AJ Styles due to the OC getting involved. But I'm going to go with this safe bet here, and I'm going to choose The Undertaker. The Undertaker's already lost against Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, and I don't think he should lose to AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Not that AJ Styles is bad or anything, but like he's already lost twice. So unless Kane gets involved, I heard a rumor that Undertaker's last match will be with Kane at WrestleMania. Maybe Kane gets involved. I heard that there's a rumor going around that Luke Gallows could dress up as the fake Kane, try to scare off the Undertaker and beat him up, and then Kane shows up or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Undertaker here to bury AJ Styles alive. Or pin him clean, whatever the rules are. But yeah, my prediction, Undertaker. Undertaker versus Kane at WrestleMania would be freaking sick. That would be the great last Undertaker match, just because it's his brother. Guys, we're not even close to being done, so don't worry. Next up, we have the Smackdown Women's Championship match. I'm actually very excited for this match. We have Bayley versus Lacey Evans versus Tamina versus Naomi versus Sasha Banks in an elimination match. Now, I think everybody's prediction right now is that Sasha Banks is going to turn on Bayley. I think everybody's prediction is that Sasha Banks is going to turn on Bayley in this match, which is a very clever idea. And I think they're going to tease it, but I don't think that Sasha Banks is going to win here. I think they're going to do a Sasha Banks-Bayley feud, but I don't think it's going to be for the title. I think that it's going to be I think Lacey Evans is going to get knocked out in the match. She's going to be out of the ring. Everybody gets pinned except for Sasha and Bayley, and they're in the ring together, and they're like, okay, it's just us now, and they start wrestling, and they're like, and then actually no, maybe they won't wrestle. Maybe they'll just negotiate, and then freaking Sasha Banks rolls up Bayley, thinks she wins the title. Yes, here comes Lacey Evans, women's right. 1, 2, 3. That's just my prediction. I think it would be great if Sasha Banks won this match, just because she has the whole blue hair, blue title thing. But I don't think it's going to be that way. I think it's going to be Lacey Evans winning here, which is long overdue. She needs to win a freaking title. But I'm going to predict Lacey Evans here. I think it's a good decision. As much as I think Sasha should win, I think that I think Lacey Evans is going to win. I would rather Lacey Evans win because I'm a bigger Lacey Evans fan, but that's just what I predict. I think it sounds realistic, and I'm just going to roll with it. All right, moving on. We have the NXT Women's Championship match. Is it just me, or does it kind of suck? Like, they have an NXT title match on this card. I think they should have Adam Cole defend his NXT title at WrestleMania as well. I think it would only make sense. I mean, have a little bit of NXT thrown into this mix. I mean, there's only one NXT match. If you're going to have an NXT match, have multiple. Have Adam Cole versus maybe like Randy Orton or something like that, and put the title on the line. But yeah, I agree. Riley says should have had this match at TakeOver instead. I agree. I don't think they're having a TakeOver anymore. I heard that they're just doing the TakeOver matches over the next few weeks on NXT. Or they could add Adam Cole versus Finn Balor. But I'm gonna say this NXT, I'm going to predict this NXT Women's Championship match, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Rhea Ripley, of course, being the NXT Women's Champion. Now, I've heard rumors about this match, and I'm not the biggest fan of Rhea Ripley. I'm just not. I think she's kind of boring in the ring. I don't really like her persona. I don't like her gimmick. So I'm going to predict Charlotte Flair in this match. I know Charlotte Flair doesn't even really need to win another championship, but I'm going to pick Charlotte. It just seems like a WWE move, and I think it would spice NXT up. Even if it's like a dirt win, I think that would be great. If they just extended this feud and Charlotte was on NXT for a while, it would probably up some interest, and we could see some cool matches that we don't usually get to see. Maybe we can, I don't know. I would love to see Bianca Belair versus Charlotte. But, I mean, if Rhea Ripley retains here, it's just like we're going back to all the other feuds we've seen before that I don't really want to see. I would rather see, Charlotte versus Bianca Belair and Charlotte versus all these other women's wrestlers in NXT, and then Charlotte could put over somebody else like Bianca Belair, which I think is perfect. I think that should be the first feud after WrestleMania is over. I think Bianca Belair should face Charlotte, and she should be the one to beat her. I think that would be great. But yeah, I'm going to predict Charlotte Flair to become the NXT Women's Champion, which is crazy to say because she's already won the title. That was her first title won when she was in WWE. But I'm going to say she's going to win again. I think she's going to be a 2-time NXT Women's Champion. So yeah, that's my prediction. What do you guys think? Rhea Ripley or Charlotte Flair? WWE fan 559 Rhea Ripley's going to retain. Charlotte. I hate both. Charlotte. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this match. I think it's interesting because they're both brutes and they're going to go at each other. They're probably two of the strongest women in WWE, but I'm honestly not that excited for this one. I could care less. I won't even really watch this match if I'm not interested in it. But yeah, I'm going to go Charlotte on this match to become NXT Women's Champion. I think that's the best decision. Moving on, we're going to have another women's match. It seems like whoever made these predictions or typed them out had all the women's matches back to back to back, which I don't think is going to happen. Next up, we have the Raw Women's Championship. We have Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Again, a match that I'm just kind of about because I think now is the right time for Becky to lose the belt. Riley, do you think Ronda is returning? I heard rumors, but I don't know if they are true. I'll get into that in just a sec, but this is a match that I'm not 100% excited for. I think that I think Becky Lynch should lose the belt here, but at the same time, I don't know if I want Shayna Baszler as champion. She's very boring, in my opinion. I didn't really like her as NXT champion. She has just a very slow, just kind of like, type. She's very low to the ground. Like, she's not a high flyer. She doesn't do anything really crazy. She just puts people to sleep, which is understandable. But I even think Ronda Rousey's more interesting of a wrestler than Shayna Baszler is. And I think Shayna Baszler's more experienced when it comes to wrestling. But I think Ronda's better. But, you know, I would like to say Becky Lynch retains here, which I would hope happens. That would be sick if Becky went on a year-long title reign or went past a year. But I'm going to pick Shayna Baszler here. I think that it's possible that Ronda Rousey returns to help Shayna win. I think what would be great is if maybe I think this is kind of pushing it, but maybe Ronda returns, helps Shayna win, and then turns on Shayna. I'm not sure. That would be a match I would like to see. Shayna versus Ronda. Of course, Ronda winning for the Raw Women's Championship. Maybe this is a triple threat. That would be sick. Ronda versus Shayna versus Becky. I'm not sure. How sick would that be? Is if they had Becky Lynch versus Shayna, and they're getting ready to ring the bell, and all of a sudden Ronda's music hits, and she comes out, and it's announced as a triple threat, and Ronda wins back her title. That would be great. But I'm going to pick Shayna here. I do think that Becky's going to lose her belt. It doesn't matter who is going to be against. I do think that was the plan all along. But yeah. Riley, I'd like to see Ronda versus Shayna versus Sonya Deville because they all have that MMA background. That'd be dope. That would be dope. I don't think that Sonya Deville has as great as a background as those other two have, but I think that would be great. Tana Black is going to be a surprise entrance in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I don't think the Andre the Giant Battle Royal is happening, but that would be sick. But yeah, I mean, sadly, I heard Becky Lynch is taking some time off, but I think Shayna Baszler is going to win the Raw Women's Championship, which should be interesting. Hopefully, it spices things up on Monday Night Raw. Hopefully, get some cool feuds. I don't know who her first feud would be against. Maybe it could be Gauntlet match or something like that. Sorry, I'm burping. Maybe it could be Gauntlet match. Maybe it could be Shayna taking out everybody that she already took out in the Elimination Chamber. That could be your next feud. I'm not sure. And it eventually leads up to Shayna versus Ronda at SummerSlam. I'm not sure. But I'm rambling. Shayna Baszler to pick up the Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch losing. I don't know how this is going to happen. Maybe putting Becky Lynch to sleep. That's going to be sad to see the man defeated. That would suck. But Shayna Baszler for the win. Moving on, we have a really, really interesting match. Finally, we're getting a John Cena match at WrestleMania after these last dry few years at WrestleMania. Last year's WrestleMania was decent. I felt like it was like too big or something like that, or I felt like there was like too much orange or something. Like the lighting was kind of off, and it kind of made it like weird looking. I'm not sure. It seemed pretty massive though. I don't know. Anyways, we have John Cena versus the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Firefly Funhouse. I do agree. I think this should have been for the Universal Championship. The only thing is I didn't really want to see the Fiend retain through WrestleMania as much as I like the Fiend. I didn't want to see him retain through WrestleMania and then just keep going because then it gets boring after a while. I think WrestleMania is the perfect place for the Fiend to lose. But because he's not Universal Champion, because this match is not for the Universal Championship, I think the Fiend's going to win. This is a Firefly Funhouse match. Now, I think this is going to be filmed like a movie. I don't think it's going to be filmed like live, like a title match, like a regular match that happens on the show. I think it's going to be like a kind of like Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt and that house thing. I think it's going to be similar to that. I think we are going to see a little bit of the Fiend mixed with Bray Wyatt back and forth. I think what would be cool is if Cena walks into the Firefly Funhouse and the Fiend is right there, and then he turns around, there's Bray Wyatt, and they punch back and forth. So, like, Bray Wyatt hits Cena, Fiend hits Cena. Bray Wyatt hits Cena, Fiend hits Cena. And they could do that with their technology that they have, especially if it's pre-recorded. By the way, WrestleMania is pre-recorded. But they could totally do something like that. I mean, obviously, the Bray Wyatt is the Fiend, so that's not possible, but they totally could do it. With their technology and pre-filming, which I think would be great. I think that the Fiend is going to pick up the win here. A lot of people are saying that they think Cena is going to rise above the Fiend. I think if they're going to push Cena and give him like a title match, they should do it. But I don't really want to see The Fiend. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure where they're going with The Fiend, to be honest. I don't know what's going to happen after this. So I'm going to go with The Fiend just to be safe. But it would be nice to see Cena win here and then challenge for the title and become 17-time heavyweight champion and then eventually retire. But I'm going to go with The Fiend here. Seems like the most realistic thing that's going to happen, especially if it's a Firefly Funhouse. There's no way Cena's walking out of a Firefly Funhouse. That is Bray Wyatt's territory. He knows it better than Cena does. John Cena versus Drew McIntyre title match if Drew wins. Ooh, that would be great. Maybe at SummerSlam. But yeah, I'm going to predict The Fiend, Bray Wyatt to pick up the win here in the Firefly Funhouse match. Next up, we have Edge versus Randy Orton, and this is just crazy, guys. Who would have thought that Edge would even have a match at WrestleMania? That's just insane. I mean, he retired back in, 2011? And what's up, Bread Alive? Bread Alive is up on here. But who would have thought Edge was going to have a match at Mania? That's just insane. I mean, even the fact that he even made an appearance at the Royal Rumble and did the impact that he did. I predicted that Edge was going to make his entrance and, hit a spear and then maybe get thrown out just because of his neck. But no, he stayed in the match for, seemed like 20, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And this is the last man standing match, Edge versus Orton. I think that this match is going to be great. I don't think it's going to be another Triple H versus Batista type situation. That match, in my opinion, was trash. The only thing cool in that match was the cool Triple H sledgehammer Superman punch thing, but I don't think it's going to be like that. I think this is going to be, hopefully they show some blood. That would be great. All Out War. I was hoping this was a Falls Count Anywhere match. Maybe they could do some backstage stuff, which they still can. But it makes the ending a little less impactful if Randy Orton's just on the ground. It's like 10, ding, ding, ding. Edge is like, yeah. I don't know. If he pins him, it seems more impactful. But, I'm still glad that we're even getting an Edge match. So I'm going to predict Edge to beat Orton. I am a bigger Randy Orton fan, but in these circumstances, I'm a bigger Edge fan. I think that, Edge has been beaten and he's been brutalized. And this whole feud has been just insanely awesome. I originally thought we were going to get Edge and Orton as rated RKO. Huge donation by Stacy Morgan. Thank you very much. Fan show. I make custom YouTube wall play buttons and title belts. I'm making you one. Oh, that's freaking awesome, man. Thank you, Stacy Morgan. Really appreciate it. Is that your profile picture? That looks really freaking cool. Super cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Stacey Morgan. I really appreciate it. Very, very cool. So, yeah, that was freaking awesome. Anyways, moving on. We have Edge. Huge thanks to Stacey Morgan. We have Edge versus Orton. That's just what I was talking about. Yeah, Edge is going to pick the win. I'm not sure. I can't really think of anything in specific that will happen in this match, but I am pretty pumped for it. I think that if they do, they should have a cool finish. I think that they should do something where Edge spears Orton off the top of off the top of the stage and goes through 3 tables, or goes through a big thing and fireworks explode, tongue twister, and it just so happens that Edge's arm is on Orton, and then that's it. I think that would be great. Puts Orton out for a few months, have Edge build up, and maybe challenge for the WWE title, which I do think it's going to happen eventually. Maybe some thumbtacks, that would be great. I think a barbed wire bat would be great. Edge versus Drew McIntyre, that would be great. But yeah, I think this match is going to be great. I think it's going to be all out. It's going to be it's a blood feud. It's going to be great. So I can't wait for that. All right. So next we're moving on. We have Universal Championship match. You know what? I'm going to talk about this one last because this one's the most interesting. Next up, we have the WWE Championship. I do think this should be the main event of night 1. Actually, maybe night 2. But the way I'm predicting it, I don't necessarily know if it should be the main event. But the way I'm predicting it is that Drew comes out, Brock comes out, 1 Claymore kick. Ding, ding, ding. We don't need to see Suplex City with no crowd. We don't need to see two brutes fighting at each other with no crowd. We need to see one Claymore kick. So, ding, ding, ding. Brock goes for the charge like he usually does. Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's all there needs to be. And I think that would put over McIntyre a lot. And that's been my prediction for the longest time, and I think it's going to remain that way. I think that's all it needs to be. I don't want to see any kickouts from the Claymore. The Claymore is too important to have a kickout. Maybe if Drew kicks out of an F5, but honestly, I don't want to see a long match in this. I just want to see Drew quick win. That's all that needs to happen. He's been so dominant in this feud so far. He's given Lesnar like 5 Claymore kicks, and he's only received 1 F5. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a squash match, and I think that's freaking phenomenal. So, Drew McIntyre to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So, very excited for that. Comment down below if you're excited to see Drew as the WWE Champion. I'm so freaking pumped. I mean, it needs to happen. I heard a rumor that it's not going to happen, which really stressed me out, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Drew is going to pick up the win here. So, we're safe. Yeah, he does deserve it. Drew McIntyre does deserve it. I don't care if there's no crowd there. I know it kind of sucks, but it needs to happen now. He won the Royal Rumble. He's been built up, so dominant, and it would all be a waste if he just lost here. Just to go and wait like 3 or 4 months until SummerSlam happens. Screw that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Drew McIntyre to become WWE Champion. Next up, we have the main event, the big blue belt. Goldberg versus to be determined. Who could that be? Before I give my prediction on this one, I want to hear who you think it could be. Who do you think is going to face Goldberg? Because it has been confirmed Roman Reigns is out of WrestleMania. Totally sucks. But due to his leukemia situation, he has a weakened immune system, and so he can't perform, which is totally understandable. I totally understand. It's the best. That way we can have Roman Reigns back sooner. Rather than him being sick. Hulk Hogan, jeez, that would suck. Braun Strowman. Braun. I see Kane, Hulk Hogan, Dean Ambrose, and Braun Strowman. Those are some interesting predictions. Matt Riddle. Now, if this does main event, I don't think they'll do Matt Riddle as much as I'd like to, because Matt Riddle isn't as well known on the main roster, and I think that if this is gonna like be on the on Fox and like they're announcing it, I don't think many people are gonna be like, who the heck is Matt Riddle and what the heck? It's Ric Flair. That'd be interesting. But I don't think that people would be. I think people would be like, who the heck is Matt Riddle? Especially if you won. Now, I'm not. What? I'm not quite sure. I just don't think that. I don't think that it's likely that Matt Riddle will be there and he'll fight him. I've heard Jeff Hardy. I think that would be great. But I think the one person I think that's gonna be the person, which might not even be. They might even swerve us because they put this out there and then it's probably not even gonna happen. I would like it to be Braun Strowman. I mean, I wouldn't like it to be Braun Strowman. I think it's gonna be Braun Strowman. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is that I don't see. If it is Braun Strowman, I don't see Goldberg beating Braun, because this was a spear versus spear match. I don't think he's gonna beat Strowman with one spear or a few spears, and there's no way he's gonna get a jackhammer on Braun Strowman. There's no freaking way. He can't even hit a jackhammer on Kevin Owens. If you saw that last time, it looked like a suplex. He couldn't even hit a jackhammer on the Fiend. Braun Strowman is like 100 pounds more than those guys. So I don't see how the hell that's possible. Maybe if they I know it's pre-recorded. Maybe if they hook hook something to Braun's boot, and then they jackhammer and lift Braun up so that Goldberg could lift him up. I don't know. That sounds stupid, but I just don't see Braun Strowman losing here. I heard rumors that Vince still wants the spear versus spear match to happen, but man, I don't know. It's really unpredictable. What do you guys think? They could totally do a squash match. But I don't know. If Strowman is in the match, he's gonna win. There's no way that Goldberg's gonna pin or is gonna lift freaking Braun up. There's just no way. You guys got to think about that. I mean, maybe it could happen at SummerSlam, but I don't see Goldberg holding the title that long. Yeah, I agree, Riley. I agree. I just don't. Yeah, I don't see Goldberg holding that title that long. I don't think that was their plan. I think it's been their plan, and it's in Goldberg's contract all along to lose the title at Mania, and I don't necessarily think he wants to hold it till SummerSlam. I mean, come on, think about it. SummerSlam's the next big show, but SummerSlam's also like, what, 2.5, 3 months after freaking WrestleMania? So I don't think Goldberg's going to hold the title for 3 months, and it just doesn't make sense, especially if Roman's back on Smackdown and stuff like that after. What are they going to build the feud for 3 months? So I'm just going to say Braun Strowman on this one. I think he does deserve it. I think Strowman does deserve it. I know there's not a lot of Strowman fans out there. It would be nice to see Strowman get a big win, world championship around his shoulder, or heavyweight championship around his shoulder. But I don't know, guys. It's kind of a tough one. I'm just gonna say Braun Strowman. You guys say you disagree, but I want to know what your predictions are, like, for real. Like, who do you think Goldberg actually could fight, like, for real? The Rock? The Rock would be cool. R-Truth comes out and fights Goldberg. That would be... Yeah, I could totally see that happening. I could totally see R-Truth coming out, challenging Goldberg, getting speared, jackhammered, 1, 2, 3. That would be a safe way to have that match. Gronk. Oof. They could totally do Gronk. I think Gronk is light enough to be jackhammered. Because there's no way. Goldberg versus Fiend rematch. Possible. Kevin Nash. Possible. I don't think it's going to happen. Samoa Joe, Finn, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be Scott Steiner. I don't think it's going to be Jeff Hardy. I don't think it's going to be Diesel. Oh, man. I'm going to say Strowman, guys. I just think that's the safest bet. I think that's the most realistic thing that could happen. I think what would be very cool... I mean, Strowman's not even on the card, though. So it makes the most sense. I don't even know how they're going to go about this. But I don't know. Guys. If you want to know what my prediction was with Roman versus Goldberg, I was going to predict Roman, but yeah, I'm going to predict Braun Strowman to become the new Universal Champion. Maybe we'll see Braun versus Roman at SummerSlam. I don't know if people want to see that again. They could totally do Strowman winning the title and then just have that spear versus... have Roman beat him in the coming months after Mania, and then have a rematch against Goldberg, or have Goldberg challenge for his rematch for the Universal title at SummerSlam, and then Roman retains. I don't know. Goldberg versus Tanner. Sting. Triple threat at SummerSlam, that's possible. I just don't think Goldberg can wrestle for that long. It is April Fool's, guys. That is true. Shane McMahon, that's possible. Yeah. You know what? Wait, so what are they doing? The Hall of Fame. I heard they're doing the Hall of Fame at SummerSlam. It's kind of breaking the tradition. But they totally could do the Hall of Fame live. I mean, they could just have some wrestlers in the crowd. Maybe like... Or they could edit in some sound or something. I don't know. They could totally do it, though. But yeah, I'm going to predict Strowman to beat Goldberg. And those are my WrestleMania predictions. Pretty different WrestleMania. Pretty weird WrestleMania. But it is what it is. Those are my WrestleMania predictions. And I think that is it, guys. Guys, we are going to have a video posted tomorrow does college online now, and we are quarantined. My mom just said that. That is true. I do college online now, and I am being quarantined. Everybody's being quarantined, but yeah. My college was canceled, and now I have to do school at home. So, just a little update. Tough times. Thanks for your hard work. Thank you very much. Creepy Stories with Vibhu Mohan. Hope I'm saying that right. What's the condition in USA? Can you tell me, please? The Fan Club 18. The condition. Well, as you know, virus thing going on. I'm not going to say it because reasons. But yeah, everybody, for the most part, there's 30 days, and everybody's being quarantined for 30 more days until April 30th. Hopefully everything's fine by then, but who knows. As long as everybody stays in their house, don't be an idiot, don't go outside, don't go to the store without wearing gloves or a mask on. Stay safe. Even if you don't think that this thing will affect you, it's best to do it just so you don't get anybody else sick or you don't spread it. Because that would suck, you know? Sooner we get back wrestling and get back to, as soon as we get back to wrestling, as soon as we get back to everything else, life will be great. Pray to the Lord. WWE Fan 559, yes. Pray to the Lord. But, yeah, guys, just stay at home, watch wrestling, do your homework, eat some food, watch Netflix, watch the WWE Network. I mean, it's pretty much like summer vacation right there. Just don't go outside and make sure to wash your hands. That's the only difference. Hamad Al-Madi, there's your shout out. CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio versus Goldberg. Gosh, could you imagine? That would be trash. CM Punk, that would be great. Drew versus Brock. Drew's going to win. Goldberg versus Sheamus. Ooh. Any new belts coming soon? You never know. Could be a new belt coming soon. Could be a new belt coming soon. See that wink? Could be a new belt. You never know. Everything's kind of on hold right now until this whole pandemic thing is blown over. But there should be something coming soon. Maybe next few weeks. You never know. Just keep looking out. Turn on those post notifications. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I've seen that a pretty decent sized of my audience is a pretty large percent of my audience isn't even subscribed. So you guys should subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It just, once you subscribe and once you hit that bell button, it just notifies you when I post a video. And that helps me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Like the video, leave a comment. But more than anything, subscribe. Sod Gaming SG, thank you very much. Asfraf M. Dot, or period. There is your shout out. I've been subscribed for 2 years. WWE Fan Talker to Odom. Thank you very much. Longtime subscriber. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. I really appreciate it. Do I play WWE Supercard? I used to. SV Archie BTW. Undertaker Big Evil? Maybe. I don't think they're going to go in that direction. I think that they're going to do more of just a Mark Calloway type thing, just him being generic. Goldberg versus Gilberg. Alrighty, guys. That's pretty much it for this live stream. More than anything, if I can say anything else, stay inside, stay at home, do your school, watch Netflix, take your vitamins, stay healthy. That's pretty much all I can say. Watch WWE Network, watch WWE Fan Talk Show, watch YouTube, watch Netflix. So yeah, watch out for WrestleMania this weekend if you have the WWE Network. I'm pretty sure that it is free to people now, so go look that up online and you might be able to watch it for free. I probably will be doing live streams during it. Probably won't be able to show the screen, just so you guys know. I'll probably show clips of the screen, but I can't show the entire screen the entire time, or else my channel will be deleted. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. WWE Fan Talk Show, out.